Hey, how are you doing? So, I wanted to hop on and just talk to you a little bit to get to know you and also to introduce you to my channel. I'm Emery Walts. I'm at home right now. I'm going to make a cappuccino. But what I want to let you know why I actually do this YouTube thing is that um, I'm really creative and I like tech and I like software and I really enjoy helping others use their imagination. And I'm on a journey to also create a forward thinking, tech minded, fun, humorous kind of community. And I've always said my bad jokes are free. And you know what? That's why. And I was bumbling the other day when I was trying to go live for the first time on YouTube because I'm so used to going live on Facebook that I didn't realize that the off button was over in the left hand side. And so just as I was bumbling to try to shut it off, some of you hopped on. And I just want to say thank you. Also, I noticed that there's been a few of you that have answered my community questions, and I wanted to say thank you. And as far as like a little bit about myself, I've been in a hairstylist for over 30 years, and then I fell into tech about 20 years ago. And so you're going to see stuff on my channel about like how to use Canva, or you ready? I'm a big advocate of HighLevel. I'm actually one of the affiliate marketers, but if with that particular software, I actually use it inside my business. And so, I thought I would just get on. I saw somebody else on TikTok today who was just like saying, he's pretty well known too. When it comes to getting comfortable on camera, I just want to be an advocate that's an inspiration to those of you that want to do it, but you're like, oh, it's got to be perfect. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have to be perfect. And it was so like enlightening to actually hear somebody that has a massive following say that. Like, you can get so caught up in having the perfect lighting, having the perfect audio, having the perfect this and the perfect that. And you know something? That can be just damn right exhausting. How about, what I think is perfect when it comes to being live is, oh, hi, Dan, is just being real. Because you know something? I'm gonna lean in. I got my eggs too, so I thought I would just multitask, right? And is this we need people more than we ever need people now because of all the AI. And I love AI, don't get me wrong. And some of my YouTube new posts that actually have gotten the most impressions are actually my avatar. But I don't know about you, but lately, let's see, was it mark of the bee sting equipment is on the back of the right wrist. He tries to mark the right wrist with a barcode, shake hand, and pretends to be the police. Okay, interesting. Not sure quite what you're getting at, but anyhow, was it? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Everybody's gonna have a sense of humor. As far as yeah, I'll engage you with that. No, I'm not. I'm not into what it is you're saying. As far as any kind of barcode, all right. I happen to be into marketing, and so like with QR codes. Remember when oh geez, when COVID happened and we were all locked up and we couldn't get within like 10 feet of each other, right? Or when the restaurants opened up, okay, yeah, whoa, there were QR codes, but I don't think I'm going to be smelling like sulfur anytime soon. I do respect everybody that we all have different beliefs and also too when it comes to maintaining your own social media, don't be afraid of comments because comments are engagement. And like if you don't have engagement, nobody's commenting on your post, well, you don't have a following, you certainly can't make an impact. Uh, so thank you for sharing your enlightening comment. But anyhow, back to the program. All right, so the reason too, like with barcodes, was that we couldn't touch anything. We couldn't, and if that's what you're getting at, what have you. Okay. So yeah, my story is this. Have you ever wanted to like be able to do something in life, but you've just been held back? Or did you know you wanted to do something maybe at an early age, but you were told, oh, don't do that? Well, I've always been a bit of a rebel. So my journey actually started when I was a little kid. I wanted to be a hairstylist back then. I saw a lady's hair braided into a hat in a style book. Oh my God, I'm really dating myself, right? And it was 1978. So as the journey progressed, I've had an awesome career. But now I'm on a new venture to help inspire others about like using your imagination. Because when you have an idea and we have the tech and stuff that we have now, if you've got a passion that you just want to like really be able to let other people know that they can do whatever it is that you're interested in too, as long as it's not hurting people. So please keep the weird comments off my thread or leave them, whatever. It's engagement for me. Just as long as nobody's getting hurt. Well, this is where it's really cool is that if you lack the tech, if you hang out on my channel and you join my community, I'm just going to endlessly share different videos that are like how to put some of the creative stuff together, how to use Canva, how to use, geez, there's so many tools. So what my inspiration to fall in love with tech actually started back in 2004, 20 years ago. So, and I'm going to continue to make my coffee. And thanks for hanging out with me. Was I put on I let me spit it out. I did online booking for my salon, and that was 20 years ago. That wasn't a thing back then. And then by 2009, I got a random cold email, cold sales pitch email. And I'm a marketer, and I just, that's a whole other tangent. I'll leave that alone. But the email said the subject line had said, "Learn how to make thousands of dollars online blogging," and I was like, "Huh? What was that?" So we didn't have at that time. I mean, technology's adapting so fast. There wasn't ChatGPT. There was Google. Google's still around. And then I was just like, well, you know what? I'm gonna Google to see what this like blogging is to make money online. So did I get rich? Nah, I'm not gonna say I got rich. I got an education and I got an inspiration because somebody else's idea. And that's where I love being able to learn from other people and share ideas that because if you have if have you ever drop in the comments if somebody's ever like a thumbs up or something if somebody's ever made an impression on you in life, right? Is it something they said? And maybe have you ever been in a class where at first you're like, oh no, that's not for me? Have you ever had that happen? But then later you thought, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe I'll try that. So what I did with that email was I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to find out what blogging is. Then blogging led to learning how to use Google, which led to Google Analytics, which led to heat maps, which led to stacking tech beyond and that's uncommon because after all, I'm a hairdresser. I don't chew gum, but it's really funny because it's kind of an oxymoron because like hairstylists as a breed, we're creative, but we're not always technical, but I happen to be both. So part of my journey has been I had taught across the country, had to set up workshops. And so now what I'm telling you for you is that if you have a YouTube channel, instead of just watching and consuming the content, why not get ultra excited and find your starting point to be able to, I mean, what are some of the things that you like to do? Like, drop in the comments. What's a hobby that you enjoy? Like, or what do you do for work? Or if it's work related, why do you work? Why do you do what you do? Is it only to make money? Or do you actually have a job you love? If you actually have a job you love, boom. Now, but if it comes to when you think about what you could be doing more of, what does that look like to you? Because My original YouTube channel is my salon, which is the Loft Salon Studio. I started that YouTube page in 2008. So now what I want to help any of you do through well, like using my YouTube page is to get excited about using your YouTube page, but importantly, getting comfortable with you being yourself so that way it's easier for you to make videos if you want to start just making videos. You know, how many times have you been scrolling, right? And you come across something that makes you laugh, right? Okay. And then how many times have you been busy scrolling and then somebody has gone, bleh? And I want you to be aware of this when you are like going through watching stuff, because when somebody like decides to just go, wow, it can affect how you feel. So why not be part of the universe that like shares things of that gets people excited? So again, you don't need perfect equipment. You don't need perfect sound studio. Now, if you do, that's a lot of fun. But when you have a mix of high quality videos mixed with, hey, listen, I'm just gonna ready. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip this around, and can make some coffee, right? Let's see if it's gonna cooperate. But you can create a community of your own. Right now, with AI trending as hard as it is, and yes, I will be promoting it. Um, People still, we need each other. Humans need humans. Hell, and with all the crap that's on TikTok now about the aliens are underneath the sea. I just chuckle because kind of narcissistic. Whatever. I'll leave that alone. Let me reframe that, okay? Have we or have we not, as humans, landed on the moon? I think so, right? We have, right? So that means we went from one planet to another, right? Hmm. So why not? So let's see. Oh, hey, Dennis. Yeah, no, no, it doesn't. You gotta love a troll. I'm gonna call Dennis out. He says he bets my house smells like. No, it doesn't. No, no. Oh, God, you gotta swing harder than that. Oh, so this is just great. This is live comment and live content. For those of you that want to do social media and you want to go live and you want to make a difference, but you're afraid of the trolls. You know what? They're entertaining. uh, let's see. My dad wanted me to let you know he's cleaning a window. He just wanted to make it clear. Now that's funny, but I'm bump bump. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, and then there's gonna be comedians. I love that. But let's go back to the troll, okay? No, my house doesn't smell like shit, but your comment does. But no, we won't be mean and we won't get nasty. But I'm gonna get back to reframing what I was saying. And if any of you are afraid of trolls, oh, let me tell you something. You gotta bring being a troll in my community. You know why? I'm not afraid of you. You know why? Because, let me tell you, I'm going to get personal, and this might actually help some of you, okay? I moved 23 times in 21 years, and in none of my houses did it smell like shit. Life sometimes hands you shit, or sometimes people like to get on your feet and try to, did somebody bully you at some point? Because that's probably what happened. And let's talk about trolls. Okay, amongst all the moving, and no, I wasn't in the military, and yes, my father did serve as a Marine, but he passed away when I was little. Now, this isn't to get sympathy, this is part of the story. And I moved all that time, and I went to 14 schools and 12 grades. So, you guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I was a new kid, which also meant, have you ever been the new kid? Have you been the new kid? And I was the new kid back in the old day. Like when bullies actually were bullies, and bullies, I do not condone bullying by any means, but they didn't sit behind screens and be a keyboard warrior. Ooh, man, your comment made my day. Thank you so much. So, if you want to be a social media influencer, are there going to be trolls? Absolutely. And guess what? Have empathy for them. And I truly mean it. Because you know what? Bully people that bully were usually bullied. And and that's probably the reason why. That, or they have nothing else to do, so they like to be a disruptor. Their kind of content to interrupt any kind of something moving forward. It's not original. It's not original. Um, but so if you're worried about what other people are gonna say, well, you definitely got to check out my podcast. See, I've been at this a long time. I didn't just show up. This particular YouTube channel might be new to you. You and I might be new to each other. But nope, I'm here. I'm Anne Marie Waltz. I'm unapologetically myself, and I'm here to stay, and I'm here to help people. So I actually have a podcast where I talk about that social media can be a beast, and how to respond versus how to react. Because we're all going to have opinions. Are we all going to get along? Oh God, I wish. But it's kind of like unrealistic to try to expect everybody to have the same opinions. And can you imagine if everybody did have the same opinions? I think we'd all fall asleep. We'd all fall asleep, wouldn't we? Could you imagine if everybody's like, yeah, I agree with you. Oh, I agree with you too. I agree with you. It's okay to have different opinions. But what's not okay is to be mean. It's not okay to be mean. And I like to remind people. And when's the last time you allowed yourself to picture yourself when you were like 5 years old? Do you remember? Do you remember being 5 years old? Do you remember using your imagination and there wasn't anything holding you back? At least I hope there wasn't at 5 years old. And, you know, we don't all come from the same backgrounds. But if I know one thing, is that if you come from wherever it is you come from, there's one thing that you have every day. And you know what that is? It's a choice. And it's a choice to have a brand new day. It's a choice to make a difference for yourself and those around you. You have that choice, which now I'm going to bring it back to the troll. So, and this is for entertainment purposes and also as an educational experiment. Do you think that in Trollville that they get up every day to make their coffee, right? I'm gonna have some espresso with you right now. Cheers. And that they say, man, I'm gonna get on social media and I'm gonna make somebody's life miserable. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they do. But this is what I'm gonna tell you. That's a real good way to have a positive mindset. And I'm not talking about getting on some kind of yoga mat and getting all like drinking Kool-Aid stuff, okay? And I love that type of like going for massage and spa stuff. I'm just talking about, let's be real. I particularly get out of bed every morning, and as one foot hits the floor, I say thank. The other foot hits the ground, I say you. Thank you. And I just say thank you every morning. Because like every time we get to see the sun go up and every time we get to see the sun go down, it's a good day, right? And so you have the power of choice. You have the power of choice not to let things bother you to the best of your ability. And then like if they do, this is where I will include some AI suggestion with AI. Uh, when emotions are high, I've been told by mentors, in my own emotions sometimes get in the way because I am human. You're human, right? I hope you're human, or maybe you live at the bottom of the sea. No, anyway. But when our emotions get high, our intelligence gets low. So maybe somebody bullied the troll? Don't know. But, anyways, if you haven't started using ChatGPT, this is, I'll give you some use cases on how to use it. And one is for problem solving. So if you're trying to get your social media going and then you have a troll or maybe you got something going on that's really kind of like bothering you, fire up your ChatGPT account because you can. And for the record, I'm not a so that I'm covered, I am not in a healthcare. I'm not a healthcare specialist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just another human being that's unapologetically myself, as it says on my YouTube channel. And I've just found that using AI, the hard was it the wall hit you hard after 30. Keep projecting. Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you. You have a great day too. Okay, so then with they just keep coming. Thanks for the engagement. Love it. So then with ChatGPT, what you can do is actually you could take a comment like that, like the wall hit you hard after 30, feed it to your bot and see what it has to say. So, and then what you're going to find is that when you don't let your emotions get high and you don't get caught up in today's social media drama, because there's so many keyboard warriors, that by using the AI, it can really be useful. Another use case was that did you know that you can use it for also like GPS? So that I had a chance to go visit a friend over in Europe. Then we were going to be heading over to London, and she couldn't make it to just do the second part of the trip. And so I was in the subway and I was just like, I want to test and see how smart the chat GBT is. And so I just described where I was going, and it was able to give directions. So those are some use cases. Another business use case for ChatGPT is one of my best friends. She owns an apartment building, and she needed some new windows and wanted to know if there were any state projects, state um, programs is the right word. So I says, you know what? Well, you know what? Ask ChatGPT. And so it was able to give her a list of programs for replacement windows and such. So, so yeah, so those are some things. And so I just wanted to hop on and say hello. And if you're still watching, thank you. And if you trolled me, I'm just gonna say thank you. I do really do wish you a great day, and I really mean it because you know what, life's too short to be doing that. Like it really is. So if you're wanting to start your YouTube channel, just do it. Just do it. Just have fun. And you know what? I thank you sincerely that you hopped on because you know something. Not sure who's more entertaining. The trolls, because I'm a content creator. And so if you come at me, you know what that means? You're not able to bother somebody else at the moment. And then what's really cool is that you gave me more content to be able to help those that want to make a difference in the world. So, there's the old saying, treat others like you want to be treated. So, you know what? I'll be your biggest fan if you wind up starting your YouTube channel because you know what? People need people and they really need them now. So, and are we all going to get along? We can hope for the best, right? Well, that was it. That was fun. You're welcome to join my community. In fact, and so on my podcast, I do talk more about how to handle trolls. And here's the thing, you don't have to like my content. In fact, I don't care if you don't like my content because the people that do are the ones that will come back. But wait, even the trolls will come back because you know what? I have a unique ability to even win the toughest critics over. Why? because I do. Because I do. And why? Because you know what? Being a new kid, I was bullied by the best. And if you sit by a glass and you call names, oh, jeez. Ah, it just give me more fuel to be a better person, to help those that are scared. So just think before you post, and think if it's adding value, and think, how would you feel if somebody was not being so nice to you? Right? All right. So as I sign off with everything that I say, go out there, go get them. And you know what? I challenge you today to pay it forward, do something nice for somebody that's unexpected. And you know what? Be unapologetically yourself. Oh, and as far as the person that said it looks like the wall hit me hard after 30, um, no, it's called being unapologetically myself, and in this augmented reality, not so real reality, and me being in the beauty space. There's plenty of times I have my full makeup on, but whether somebody's wearing a filter, there isn't a filter that will ever make a troll pretty. So don't be that troll, right? Now go back to having a nice day.